There we go. So you get, let's take a look back there for a second so you guys can take a look at each other's stuff. Going to the introduction here. This will tell you about Jason in his courses. Here's what we're looking for is his specific input. Hey, hello everyone. My name is Jason Ochsner. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I was born and raised here in Missoula and love the area. So get in there and read about each other. Find out about a little bit about your other students. Looks like we're all pretty local. And here I am saying, welcome Jason to NRG 246, Intro to Geothermal Energy. Yes, Yellowstone is a huge geothermal site. He'd mentioned that he'd taken a trip down to Yellowstone, and it's huge geothermal. Yeah, the biggest in the world, the biggest lava plume, or magma plume actually. It's really cool how we're going to look at that in the mantle, how the convective cycles create the Earth's magnetosphere. Yeah, so it's really, there's a lot going on with geothermal energy. It actually generates into geomagnetics, and currently cutting edge science, dark energy, implosion turbine technology, and what is it, injection plasma. That's the engine that's going to get us to Mars. All based in geothermal energy. Who would have thought? Yes, Yellowstone is a huge geothermal site, Jason, and we will look at the underlying reasons for the Yellowstone volcano being the largest in the world. I hope you took some pictures on your recent trip to Yellowstone. Maybe you would share some of those good ones you find it interesting with the class. So it might tell me a little bit about your area of interest also. So one thing I'd like to do in this class is focus on what you as students are interested in. You know, there's a general overview. It is an introductory class, but we can flavor it. We can add some flavor that specifically to your liking. So the more input you give me, the better I'll be able to do that. Look, here's Cody back. Let's see what he's up to. Hey Cody. Hi, my name's Cody. I'm in the Energy Tech program, hoping to get away from the driving trucks for a living. So I wonder what kind of trucks. Big trucks, like over the highway, or local delivery. I also would like to use the information I learned in the program to build a homestead in the mountains on some land I own. Cool, man, off the grid, probably. I enjoy most outdoor activities and try to get out anytime I can. Me too, Cody. I like to live outside. I like most of the sustainability ideas, but not all, as some of them are way out in left field. I would not consider myself an environmentalist for several reasons, but we as a whole had better figure something out for this earth we live on, or we are all in for a world of hurt. And I agree. Sorry for the pun. You know, we've got global warming now. There's still some I shouldn't say old, but there's still some people that are trying to say that no, it's just a cycle. You know, that we go through these cycles, but as far as recorded history is concerned, and when you look at glaciers, you know, we can look at that record back into time, and it looks like we're on a increasingly warmer planet. And geothermal energy, hey, let's use that energy to comfort and cool. So it's not only that you gain heat and electricity out of the heat generated by the earth, but you can also use the median temperature that we're going to experiment with to cool yourself in your dwellings. Okay. Welcome, Cody. Welcome to the soft green world of NRG 246, Intro to Geothermal Energy. Sounds like we're in an agreement regarding global warming, and I hope we can put some good common sense solutions into practice to minimize the damage being done to our environment. Earth temperature, median temperature is huge. Look forward to your input this fall, Cody. Sincerely, Professor Jabo. There's Cody. take a look back here at Joseph. Joseph, glad to see he's participating in the program. I got to know Joe last summer in the energy practicum. He worked on the solar thermal project. Hi all, my name is Joe Bauer. I am from Corvallis, Montana. I am currently in the energy technology program, looking to graduate at the end of this spring semester next year. I have a background in environmental restoration and river ecology. I've always been interested in sustainable forms of energy, and I enjoy working with electricity, so that the energy tech program seemed to be a good fit. I spent a lot of time floating the rivers of Montana and Idaho, and I enjoy anything that gets me into the mountains. Alright, man. Mountains are where it's at. The last few years, I've been spending time in the Caribbean. I have some property on an island off the coast of Belize where I plan to build a house next year. We talked about that some last summer, huh, Joe? Hopefully some of the information I've learned in the Energy Tech program will come in handy after that. I look forward to another productive semester delving into the world of geothermal. Yeah, let's delve, man. So, welcome, Joe. Great. I'm looking forward to our discussions regarding geothermal energy. I hope you gain an appreciation for median temperature in this class, and you're able to moderate your dwelling in the Caribbean. So you might use it more for cooling. I'm curious what median temperature would be in your tropical island, and we'll mess around with some apps in Google Earth and some other internet information that we can use to find out what that median temperature, what might be an average for that area. Hey, here's Sean. Check out Sean here. Sean Warner. What's up, Sean? My name is Sean Warner, and I live outside of Florence, Montana. So, some Bitterrooters. Go Roots, man. I enjoy being in the outdoors, whether it's hiking, biking, kayaking, or working in a construction project. Living off-grid and having a general construction background, I'm very interested in sustainable and efficient systems. I'm an energy technology major and hope to use what I learn on my future home and work. Cool, bud. Yeah, greetings, Sean. Very cool that you're off-grid. I was off-grid while building my first geodesic dome in the Lone Rock area back in the early 80s. It was the only dome in the neighborhood. I think it was the only house in the neighborhood. I've since grown soft in my old age and used some Rivali electric. At first it was going to cost more than a wind turbine to bring power out to my place, so I bought a wind turbine, a Winco from the Nebraska Surplus Center, and the prop was an 8-foot 2x6 that had been milled into a prop shape, and put it up out there. And the first thunderstorm that came along, Sean, the big one came along, I didn't really, hadn't thought about what's going to happen when the wind blows 70, 80 miles an hour, and the thing was trying to take off, and my wife was saying, get back, and I was like hanging onto the cable, trying to pull the brake, Anyway, it lived through it. But the wooden prop eventually got destroyed by precipitation, the hail and snow in the winter. Snow is surprisingly abrasive. So the wind aspect, I'm kind of shying away from wind turbines, more towards photovoltaic, for your power production. And then for heating and cooling, hey, earth coupling my dwellings using median temperature. It's been a huge advantage, especially if you put it into a rock bed where you have some thermal mass. Okay, welcome you guys.